kicker Jake Moody's got it teed up. And we are underway now from Santa Clara. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here's the 24.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole.
Let's go.
Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Eluding the pressure right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne, from 8 yards out. And the Jags are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them leveling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Lawrence flushed out. Lawrence hit him, the ball is free. And defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Oh, they'll let the tight end Ingram run with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. McCaffrey on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throws the out loud and completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go now.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Moody good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and 4. Lawrence will throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Flush to his right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
2nd and 10. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. On second down, McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This now a 3rd and 4. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And Debo going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It looked like they had the run stopped at the line of scrimmage, but the hand got up into the face mask, and the officials, they were looking for it. They spotted it.
It's an easy call, too, when it's right in front of them. You see that neck twist just a little bit, and that's enough to draw the flag.
So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On the counter, ETN. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Lawrence. Flushed out right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Go, let's go. Take right open.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Samuel. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach made you say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Lawrence on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That gets him the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
19 tight. 19 tight. 69.
Here's Purdy to throw. finding Samuel.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's second down. To throw is Purdy. And this is caught, Jennings. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
This is 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. "23 seconds, all that remain as they come up on a 2nd down. Throwing, Purdy. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement.